Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today, Monday, May 19th, 2025. Now we're heading in for the second week of U.S. versus Sean Combs, the Diddy trial. We covered the first week in great detail. In fact, for reasons that I'll explain in a moment, we put out everything that we could about it in an ebook that you can find on Google Play. I'm also tweeting links to it, also in audiobook format. But it's turned out to be, I'll get into why. We did the first book in the series on Amazon, and then there were some, I guess they think the case is too controversial. It seems strange because it's all over the world. But we switched platforms for at least this case. And you can find what we said. And the reason, upcoming, let's stick to the facts. Upcoming this week, there's Don Richard, but there's also going to be, after that, Cassie Ventura's friend, Kerry Morgan, will testify. Then David Jones, then Sheree Hayes, Regina Ventura, Jordan Atkinson, and Gerard Ganon. And you can, of course, Google all of those people, but they'll be over the next 2 days, maybe even into Wednesday, according to the prosecutors. Now, one of the reasons that we put out the thing on Google Play is that as social media, I guess, works these days, people just did a pure fake. Initially, it was saying that Inner City Press had reported somehow that Nicki Minaj had told Cassie to stay with Sean Combs. That's totally false. Her name, it only came, that was false. So some people have said I should do more. All I can say is that we tweeted a notice that it was false. I became aware this morning that someone had reported that what they called UN-supported Inner City Press and claimed that there was a Prince audio. No, there was not audio by somebody called, was Sujit, who's not Prince. And who Cassie Ventura was saying, I'll kill you if you don't give me the video of the freak-off back. So that was false. So for that reason, we've decided to put it all in one place. If it's not in the ebook on Google Play, we're not reporting that it happened. Let's put it that way. So we're heading in. It should be, I'm about to get to the courthouse. I see already the media throngs, but there are, of course, other cases, believe it or not. For example, Nadine Menendez, the wife of Senator Robert Menendez. Sorry for all the wind. It's pretty windy here in New York. It actually blew a Mexican Navy training ship into the Brooklyn Bridge. But you've heard that. Nadine Menendez has gotten a final delay of her sentencing to September 11th. Another criminal. This is maybe relevant. I mean, it's incredible. A guy called Mark Scott, convicted of money laundering for the crypto fraud OneCoin, was convicted at trial in 2019 and has still not gone to jail. He got bail pending appeal. He's now lost all of his appeals, and he still wants to stay out. So we're covering this one because while we're compassionate for any kind of health issues, this man was convicted of a massive fraud in 2019. Not a day in jail. And I'm telling you, poorer people are in jail pending trial. So is Sean Combs, who's not poor. But I guess it's the violence angle. But in any event, what else do we got? Charlie Javice. Now, there's someone with money. She sold her fintech called Frank, it was to help people fill out their FAFSA, sold it for massive dollars to JP Morgan Chase, who didn't kick the tires, and it turns out that she didn't have the subscribers that she claimed to have, and she was convicted, but she wanted a new trial. Well, the government over the weekend turned in a 120-page brief opposing the new trial. So we're on that. We also cover the United Nations. They don't answer our questions. We were actually ousted. That was the irony of being the UN-supported UN. We're not UN-supported. In fact, our aggressive reporting on the UN led them, because they're not covered by the First Amendment, to ousting us from there. But we continue to send them questions, and they don't answer them, including about a case here in the Southern District in which the UN is being sued for its role on October 7th. They claim immunity. In any event, we're going in. Inner City Press, soon to start the live tweet of the day.